Well, as fighting continues in the Gaza Strip, President Biden says the U.S. stands with Israel. President Biden met with families of victims taking hostage during the Hamas terror attacks. He also backed up claims that Israel was not responsible for yesterday's deadly airstrike on a Gaza hospital. The incident has raised concerns that the humanitarian crisis in Gaza could escalate.
It appears the result of an errant rocket fired by a terrorist group in Gaza. The United States unequivocally stands for the protection of civilian life during conflict.
President Biden announced $100 million in U.S. funding for humanitarian assistance. He also came to an agreement with Israel officials to allow the delivery of life-saving aid to Gaza. Well, Israelis in Houston are working with volunteers around the world to raise awareness on the nearly 200 hostages taken by Hamas earlier this month. Now, this comes as tensions continue to rise with activists from both sides calling to an end for the war. This is a look at a protest in the Greenway Plaza area. That's where we find Fox 26's Natalie Hee joining us live tonight with more. Natalie.
Well, the crowd out here continues to grow by the hour. If you take a look here just over my shoulder, just look at how many people are standing here outside the Israeli consulate in Upper Kirby right now. A couple of hundred people, and it just continues to grow every minute. These supporters here asking to free Palestine and stop genocide. Camped outside the Israeli consulate in Houston's Upper Kirby, protesters demanded an immediate ceasefire to the war in Gaza and called for an end of U.S. military aid to Israel. They say the death toll of Palestinians have climbed to more than 3,000. Meanwhile, just down the street,
Emma and Yuli Konyo, 3 years old Israeli babies. Ditza Heyman, 84 years old Israeli. Omer Nutra, 22 years old, Israeli American.
The names of nearly 200 hostages kidnapped by Hamas when the war first broke out on October 7th are on display at Ravital Pour's art studio. Ravital is a businesswoman by day and Israeli activist by night. She's now working with more than 500 volunteers around the world to bring the hostages home by distributing their pictures and raising awareness of the urgent situation in the Middle East.
We have to work together and to fight this terrorism, because today it's our house, it's our family, and tomorrow it can be yours. Those pictures was designed by an Israeli artist. The name, it's Nitzan Mintz.
We want people to be aware and help us remind everyone that every second counts, every moment. They have to come home. We need to bring them home before it's too late.
Right now, Houston police do have a perimeter and barricades around this protest to kind of make sure everyone stays inside at this area. There are several officers monitoring the area, but so far, everything here has been peaceful. In Upper Kirby, Natalie Hee, Fox 26 News.